Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming over the land of the free? And the home of the
The Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight, is set to sing the national anthem to kick off the game, and she joins me now. She is known as Gladys the Baddest, and that's because she is. Thank you, Ms. Knight, for joining us. So let's get right to it.
It is totally my pleasure.
Yes, a number of artists have reportedly declined invitations to sing at the Super Bowl this year. Colin Kaepernick's attorney, his name is Mark Garagos. He spoke to NBC about artists who are agreeing to. Listen to this.
They do take a lot of heat, and I think rightfully so. I mean, the idea that you're going to basically cross a picket line, because that's what they're doing, they're crossing an intellectual picket line. They're saying to themselves, I care more about my career than I do about whether what I'm doing is right. That's taking the short money, so to speak.
How do you respond to that?
About what they're thinking?
Yeah.
People are going to have their opinions, you know, about whatever. And all I can deal with right now is what my heart says, okay? I believe in fairness. I believe in truth. I believe in all of those things. And as far as this is concerned, I grew up with the national anthem. We used to sing it in school before school started. We used to say prayers in school before school started, and we just don't have that anymore. And I'm just hoping that it will be about our country and how we treat each other and being the great country that we are.
I don't know if you remember the controversy during the inauguration when Chrisette Michele sang at the inauguration, and I just read an article in the New York Times how she basically lost her career for doing so. You have a much longer history and resume, right, and a legend in this business. Is that a concern for you at all, given the controversy surrounding this?
You know what? Nothing good comes easy, and I would hope that they will understand, as I do, that we have a better way to do this than to be all angry and why is he doing this or why is she doing that, you know. It's just for me, it's just for me about respect for I mean, if we just start denying the anthem, there's so many people that have died for our country, and there's so many people in my family that are still part of you know, just standing for the country. They're in the services and that kind of thing. And just to not say that, if you really listen to the lyric of the beginning, you'll understand that we have fought hard for a long time, and not just in wars. Yeah. You know, I mean, I have protested myself.
Well, I'm going to talk about that.
About certain things.
I wonder why this is why you say you want to give the anthem back its voice. Do you feel protesting during the anthem that somehow it's taking away from it?
Well, I'm not a very, very political, I'm more a heart person, but in growing up with Dr. King and performing for him and all of those things, very close to my family, and when he would do things, he went to the heart of where those things could be recognized and heard and all of those things. So I understand that movement. I'm not saying one way or the other. It's what your heart tells you to do.
Right. And so I want to ask you and give you a chance to respond to that, because you grew up in Atlanta and people know you have roots in the civil rights movement. You marched. You've lived through some very challenging times in Black America. Can you give us your thoughts on the state of race in America right now?
Well, it's sad. It makes me cry, to tell the honest truth, okay? Because I grew up in a family that taught us love, taught us respect, taught us so many things before we get off into saying, well, I want this and I want that, you know, kind of thing. So you do have to stand up for what is right and what is right for others as well as yourself, you know, that kind of thing. And I just want them to know that we have a country that's worth standing up for, so to speak. Okay.
This may be the most.
That's where I am.
This may be the most controversial thing, but who are you going for, the Rams or the Patriots?
I don't know.
You don't want to say?
I like football, and I want to see. I want to see a good game. I don't know. You know what? I've been so busy. Thank the Lord. No, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to keep up with the season this year. So I don't know who's playing. I have to call my sister because she's into it so deep. And I called her this morning. She said, I ain't got my paper ready yet. So she couldn't tell.
Well, I'm going to say.
She said, it's the high or low.
Okay, listen, before you go, you know the net is hard. If you start off too high, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You know that, right? So you got to start at that low key, because at the end.
Well, you're absolutely right. You pass out on the field. On the field.
I'm sure you're going to do just great, and we will be watching. Thank you, Miss Knight. I appreciate your time. Best of luck to you, okay? Thank
you so much, Doug. I love you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Right back at you. And thank you for watching. Our coverage continues.
They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah.